Assalamu alaikum Unity developers. I hope you're all doing fine and doing good. And in this series of Unity Made Easy, we are going to talk about game objects. What are game objects? Game objects are basic things, the fundamental things that you use to create your environments in games. So there is a game XYZ and you are designing this game, you are designing its environments. What you need, you will be needing game objects. Okay, so game objects are not only used for creating environment, there are multiple ways to use them in different fashion, but mostly they are used to create your environments. So how you are going to put a game object over here? This place is called the scene. This is the scene tab and it is being highlighted that we are currently in the scene tab. So you want to create your game in the scene tab over here, and now you want to put a game object over here. How you are going to do that? So you need to go over here, this window over here, this small window from here to here. This window is called the hierarchy window. Whenever we create a game object or we put a game object in our scene, that game object is shown here. Okay, so it is currently showing that we have used two game objects, that is the main camera and the directional light. So I'm not going to talk about the main camera and the directional light because these are somewhat complex right now for us. I'm going to talk about the simple game objects. So to create a simple game object, you need to go over here called the create button. You need to press it and it will show you a menu. You are going to create a 3D game. For that, you will be needing a 3D object. Okay, we need to go here, the 3D object. Let's just select this, our plain old cube. So you are watching that in this 3D object section, we have this cube, this sphere, the capsule, the cylinder, the plane, the quad, and so on. These are called the primitive game objects. They are already made in the primitive, they are already available to you and you don't need to create them. Okay, so you need to select this cube over here and it is being shown in our scene view here. Okay, the scene tab, the scene view. Now you want to change the position of this game object because maybe it is not in the right place. How are you going to do that? How you are going to change the position of game object? So we can see that there are some arrows over here. This one going up, this one going left, and there is a third one behind the box. Okay, there is a third one behind the box, the red one. So these are basically called the gizmos that represent, this gizmo represents the position that you want to change the position. There are many more gizmos, but I'm not going to talk about those gizmos. Whenever we will be using something new, we will be talking about that. Okay, so this gizmo tells you that you can change the position of this game object cube over here. But this game object is far from us, and to go near to it, you have to zoom in. For zooming in, you need your mouse and you need your mouse wheel. For zooming in, I am just going to scroll up or scroll forward, and we are zooming in the scene view. And for zooming out, we are going to scroll down or scroll back, and we are going far away from our cube over there. Okay, zoom in, scroll up or scroll forward, zoom out, scroll back or scroll down, and we want to just go near our cube. Now you can see that our cube is in front of us, and now we want to change its position. We want to, I don't know, move it a little bit forward. So we are going to use these arrows for these purposes. Okay, we are going to use these arrows for these purposes. Let's just orient our scene view, and I'm going to show you how I'm doing this, that is changing the orientation of my scene. But right now I'm going to talk about how you can change the position. Okay, there is a gizmo over here too, and there is a gizmo over here too. Okay, so these represent that the directions. This is our x direction, this is our y direction, and there is a z direction. Okay, so if we want to move in the x direction, that is the horizontal direction for a game object, you have to select it. You have to keep your left mouse button pressed and drag the mouse left or drag the mouse to right to move left or to move right. And same is, you have to press the up arrow and drag the mouse up and drag the mouse down. And same is the case for our z axis. You have to select it, press it, and drag the mouse forward or drag the mouse backward. So this is the way for changing our position of game object. And for selecting this tool, there is a shortcut, and the shortcut is W on Windows. W. You press W. First we have to select this cube. You have to press W. Okay, and this gizmo will be appear to you. And there is another way to change the position of game object, and that is by going over here. Right now, the inspector window is being shown to you, and it is showing the properties of game objects. So we have discussed the properties, and we have discussed the objects, what are objects, what are the properties of the objects in the previous videos, and these are important concepts that you need to know before working in the programming world. These are major concepts, and I encourage you that you first watch those videos because they are important for you. It's your life, it's your career. Okay, you need knowledge to go in the dark places, and that is the only way you will, remove the darkness. Okay, so knowledge removes darkness. Code of today. So here is our cube in the scene view, and we were changing the position by using these arrows, and now we want another method. So you can go in this inspector window over here, and you can see that there is something that is saying transform. So transform is basically the computer graphics terminology. When you are studying computer graphics, you use the transform terminology to represent the position, that is this, to represent the rotation, that will be talked about later, and scale to make things big. But when you are saying that transform the object, you are basically saying that either you want to change the position, or either you want to change the rotation, or either you want to change the scale of the game object. So we are going to change the position, and there is another method that you can just type in the numbers here to change the position, the X, the Y, the Z. And the third method that you can just place the pointer of your mouse over the X letter here, and you can see that a double-sided arrow is being shown. Okay, I move here, it is gone, I move there, and it is being shown. So you can just press your left mouse button and drag the mouse again to change the position. That is for the x-axis. Okay, that is for the y-axis. Just drag. Oh, where is the cube is way up, and for our z-axis too. So you just can change the position using multiple methods that you might find easy for you. Okay, so we have discussed that game objects are fundamental things that you use to create your environments, and how you can change the position of the game objects, and how you can zoom in and zoom out. So let's just discuss about how you can move around, how you can rotate your head. So imagine that you are in the scene view and you want to look to your right. How you're going to do in Unity. So you are going to do this by left. Wait a minute. Oh, this is my right button. So you are going to keep press your right mouse button and a gizmo again is being shown. Okay, and I'm just leave the button and it is gone, and I just press the button and it is there. Now you can turn your head right and you can turn your head left. So what you need to do, you have to keep your mouse button pressed. Which button? The right one. Okay, this is my right one. I get confused with this button, with the left button, the right button. So this is my right button, and you have to keep it on press, keep it pressed, and just drag in the scene. You are rotating your head. Okay. Now you don't want to rotate your head. You want to just drag the scene itself, not your head, but the scene itself. How you're going to do that? You are going to go over here. You're going to select this hand tool, and now you need to capture the scene. Just like you use your hand to grab a book or grab a glass, and now you need to grab the scene. You need to grab your scene with your left mouse button. Just keep pressing your left mouse button and just drag the scene. Okay, I'm dragging it. I don't know. I think it's being dragged towards right, and it's being dragged towards. Yes, it's being dragged towards right, and this being dragged towards left, and this being dragged towards up, and this being dragged towards down. Okay, so you need to select this hand tool and grab the scene and just drag your scene, and this is for looking there. To rotate your head, just now you are rotating towards left. So we have discussed about what are game objects, how you can change their position, how you can zoom in, how you can zoom out, how you can rotate your head in the Unity and how you can drag the scene view itself. Now let's talk about how you can rename the game object's name. Okay, so I think there are multiple methods, and this window over here is called the hierarchy window. I think I have discussed it. Yes, I have discussed it. Whenever you create the game object, it is shown. It's shown over here also. So you need this is our cube game object over here. This one cube. Double click it slowly. So that is slowly, and it is being highlighted. Okay, and now you can rename it. I will say that this is our box. And there is a second method that you have to press your right. Okay, this is my right mouse button and select this option, rename. Okay, and there is another method, that is select your game object and go in this inspector window, and you can see that here it also says that our game object name is box. Just backspace it and you can rename it anything you want. I will say our box. Yep, our box. That is our box. That is being dropped in our game, and that is our box. So that's it. Simple game objects. There will be complex ones, but don't need to worry. No need to worry. The simple things define the complex things. Okay. Every complexity is based on those simple things. There is nothing complex. These are just simple things that grow up to be complex. Okay, so in this video we discussed about the game objects, how to change the position of game objects, how we can look around in the scene view, how we can drag the scene view itself, how we can rename. And I think I didn't forget, but as we move on, if something new will come, eventually I will tell you. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you like this video, and I hope Unity is being made easy for you. Thank you for watching this video again. Bye bye.